Hello and welcome. My name is Malcolm Obutu Smith, and I am currently Associate Professor and Director of Graduate Studies at Indiana University in Bloomington, Indiana, in the Sidney and Lois Eskenazi School of Art, Architecture, and Design. It is my sincere pleasure to be a part of NCECA's history as one of this year's jurors for the National Juried Student Exhibition.
Hi, my name is Jessica Edgar, and I'm an assistant professor and the area coordinator of ceramics at Wayne State University in Detroit, Michigan. I was one of the jurors for the 2021 NCECA Juried Student Exhibition. Congratulations to everyone who is included in the show.
Hi, my name is Anna Cruz, and I'm a second-year graduate candidate at the State University of New York at New Paltz. I just want to say thank you for selecting me for this exhibition, and I look forward to seeing everyone's work.
Hi NCECA, my name is Audrey-Ann, second-year grad at Penn State University. My work, Homes in Sequence, is part of this year's Student Juried Exhibition. I'm excited to be part of the show with an amazing group of artists across the United States, Canada, and Mexico. Find out about our works online. Thank you.
Hi NCECA, my name is Claire Lenahan and I'm an MFA candidate at the University of Florida. I'm very excited to be a part of NCECA's National Student Juried Exhibition this year and to show my work alongside so many other talented students.
Hi, my name is Danielle Hawk. I'm an artist and educator from Baltimore, Maryland. I'm in my second year at Towson University, pursuing my master's in fine art.
My name is Dina Perlasca, and I am from the Paso del Norte border region between Mexico and the United States in El Paso, Texas, and Ciudad Juarez, Mexico. And I am currently a second-year graduate at New Mexico State University.
Hi, I'm Emily Irvin, and I'm a graduate student in my final semester at the University of Colorado Boulder.
Hello, my name is Emily O'Keefe Connell, and I'm a second-year graduate student at Ohio University.
Hi, I'm Erin Smith. I'm a second-year grad at Alfred University, and my work explores the relationship between the digital and the physical.
Hello, my name is Faith Elizabeth Bellflower. I'm an undergraduate at Stetson University, double majoring in studio art and art history with a minor in music.
My name is Gina Pisto, and I'm a second-year MFA candidate at Ohio University.
Hi, my name is Hee-Ju Yang. I'm originally from South Korea, and I'm a second-year grad at SUNY Newport. I'm really happy to share my work at NCECA. I hope everyone enjoyed the show. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Emily Gomez. I am a senior at Texas Tech University, studying under Rob Glover in the Jewelry and Metalsmithing department. I work in a variety of mediums, including fiber, ceramics, and glass.
Hey folks, my name is Lucas Easton, and I'm a second-year grad at Alfred University, and I'm just really grateful and excited to be in this show. Gave myself this haircut just for this intro.
Hello, my name is Ian Pemberton, and I am a postbac at the University of Louisville.
Hello, my name is Jennifer Massley. I am a second-year grad student at Kent State University. Thank you to Malcolm and Jessica for selecting my work to the Student Juried Exhibition. To learn more about my process and see more of my work, please visit my Instagram at Jennifer Massley Clay. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Joe Welch. I am a postbac candidate at UMass Dartmouth, as well as a BFA graduate at UMass Dartmouth. I just want to thank you, NCECA, as well as DAAP Galleries, and Jessica and Malcolm for putting on this show. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Jordan Kramer. I am currently a senior at Queen's University of Charlotte, studying arts leadership and administration and studio art. In my work, my inspirations lie in the union of mathematics and ceramics.
Hello, my name is Kyle Karras. I'm a senior at the Kansas City Art Institute, and my work is about a collaboration between sea life and man-made objects. In short, deteriorating metals and new coral reefs.
Hey everybody, my name is Sean Lofton. I am a graduate student at the University of Missouri in Columbia. I'm in my second year of grad school, and my practice is primarily focused on ceramic sculpture.
Hello everyone, I'm Aaron Caldwell. I am a second year graduate student in art education here at Illinois State University, and I hope that everyone enjoys the show and my work as well.
Hi, my name is Lila Shepard. I attend the University of Iowa. I'm a first-year ceramics graduate student. I work in ceramic sculpture, textiles, and oil painting. Thank you for accepting my work into the Juried Student Exhibition.
Hello, my name is Logan Reynolds. I'm a first-year MFA candidate in the ceramics program here at Ohio University in Athens, and I'm grateful to be included as part of this exhibition. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Mackenzie McDonald. I'm an undergraduate student at the New York State College of Ceramics at Alfred University. My work employs camp aesthetic to comment on outdated notions of femininity. I love all things kitsch and colorful, and I hope you enjoy my work.
Hi everyone, I'm Marianne Chenard. I'm French Canadian. I'm currently enrolled in the MFA program at Alfred University during my second year. I'm interested in material agency and environmental issues.
Hi everyone, my name is Mary Wilhelm. I'm a third-year MFA candidate at Illinois State University, and I'm very excited to have my piece Grief, I Can Take You With Me in this year's NCECA student exhibition. Hope you all enjoy the show.
Hello, my name is Matt Becker. I'm a ceramic assistant illustrator who's a second-year ceramics MFA at the Rhode Island School of Design.
Hi, my name is Matthew O'Reilly. I studied my MFA at Alberta University of the Arts. My work is concerned with sculptural embodiments of masculinity, whiteness, and power structures. Grateful to be a part of the exhibition.
Hi, my name is Meg Houghton, and I'm a third-year graduate student at Southern Illinois University at Carbondale.
Hi, I'm Mina Kim. I'm third-year graduate student at the University of Arkansas, and I'm originally from South Korea. My work tells about embodied emotions of my own transnational experiences and its language. I hope to see you all soon.
Hi, I'm Nick Akvis, and I'm a second-year grad at Georgia State University in downtown Atlanta.
My name is PJ Hargraves, and I proudly represent the MFA program at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. I'm honored to be included in this year's student exhibition. My work explores themes of joy and optimism through playful forms and lush salt-glazed surfaces.
Hi, my name is Rebecca France. I'm from Los Angeles, California, and I'm finishing up my master's degree at Cranbrook Academy of Art this semester.
Hi, my name is Bryce Evans, and I am a second-year MFA candidate at Virginia Commonwealth University in the Craft and Materials Studies Department in the Clay area.
Hi, I'm Sunyoung Park. I'm from South Korea, and I'm third-year grad student in Southern Illinois University, Carbondale.
Hi everyone, my name is Shauna Faley. I'm a second-year grad student at Alfred University, and I'm exploring the Equestrian Monument. It's an honor to be a part of the NCECA Student Jury Show, and I look forward to connecting with all of you.
Audrey Ahn earned her BFA and Art History minor from Alfred University. Upon completing her degree in 2017, she received the Wingate Lamar Fellowship from Center for Craft to fund her 2-year post-baccalaureate studies at Colorado State University. Ahn explores the intersection between craft and technology from the perspective of convergence, which could be cultural, technological, dimensional, or interdisciplinary. Through her work, she navigates the spectrum between her past and present and her here and there to claim her space and locate her sense of belonging. Ahn creates a visual mapping of places she once inhabited by cutting up, collaging, and sculpting familiar architectural forms and motifs. She sees the integration of digital technology with the analog handling of clay as a metaphor for transcultural experience. Her work develops through transitioning between these two methods of creation. This trans-processing style of making objects is reminiscent of the transcultural making of herself. Brooke Armstrong is an emerging ceramic artist who makes sculpture speaking to body-vessel relationships, beauty, and adornment. She graduated with a BA from the State University of New York in Potsdam in 2012 and attended the post-baccalaureate program in ceramics at the University of Colorado in Boulder, Colorado in 2014. She is expecting to graduate in May 2021 with an MFA from the University of Montana. As a Westerner, Brooke lives in a binary society: masculinity versus femininity, body versus vessel, beautiful versus ugly, pleasure versus displeasure. She's interested in what lies between these extremes, provoking the viewer to question the cultural lust for polarities. The ceramic sculptures marry the masculine and the feminine, the hard and the soft, the beautiful and the ugly. The roughly built sculpture lends itself to masculine qualities. The soft moments of touch, curvaceous forms, and abundance of adornment emanate femininity. Glaze offers a layer of sweetness or wetness, running, mimicking gravitational pull or water flow. The overabundance of adornment produces pleasure. Beauty holds the ability to pull us in its direction and make our pulses rise. Beauty also lives with darkness. Does beauty nourish, or is it always leaving us wanting more? Working across a number of artistic mediums and styles, Matt Becker has always been interested in the collision of different visual languages and creating worlds and stories through his artwork that viewers can find themselves inside. Clay has immutability, plasticity, and a deep well of history that he finds himself drawn to, and he often uses both hand building and throwing to make work. Matt is interested in gesture, action, and reaction. Clay is a pliable and flexible media, and he allows it to fold and twist and succumb to weight as he builds. His work speaks through empathy and the intuitive languages we share that can't be put into words. There is a certain relief in finding the intangible qualities within us outside of ourselves, as if by exposing them to the light, we can face them and take their measure. Faith Elizabeth Bellflower is a ceramicist, sculptor, painter, flautist, and vocalist. She balances her life between the worlds of music and visual art. The dark clay bodies she uses produce rich tones that are familiar to the void that consumes her. The exquisite textures it provides surround her cold mind with a fluffy warmth of air. This soft-spoken feeling of manipulating clay puts her melted brain into a trance. A fiery passion grows inside of her as she is birthed into a new exhilarating beginning. Aaron Caldwell was born and raised in Fresno, California. He graduated from Southern Illinois University, Carbondale, with his BA in General Studio Art in 2019, and will complete his MS in Art Education from Illinois State University in December 2021. Work is primarily inspired by Black folks' history with moisturizing products for the hair and body, and is being conditioned to hold value in his hair, skin color, and the necessary tools for care. Being considered physically ashy, white, and dry skin, or socially ashy, whack, lame, ignorant, are lingo among the Black folk. As a result, products like lotion or coconut oil have become a staple in the Black community. So he creates objects that highlight this relationship unique to Black culture. He employs zoomorphic forms to narrate identity or themes. The buffalo represents masculinity and manhood. The gazelle represents femininity and womanhood. The sheep represents queerness, and the hare generally represents Black folks. He also creates hybrid pieces where he places two of the animals on one body to narrate the unique identities of Black queer culture. Kyle Karras was born and raised in Laguna Beach, California, where he grew up surrounded by an active artist community. He began ceramics at the age of 16 in high school, finding the need to poke every bag of clay he passed. He continued his ceramics education at the Orange Coast College, Orange County, California, where he studied under his mentor, Professor Kevin Myers. In the spring of 2019, Karras transferred to the Kansas City Art Institute, Kansas City, Missouri, where he is a BFA candidate with an emphasis in ceramics. Kyle has found a love for creating beautifully unique vessels on the wheel. Although he is personally connected to the process of making delicate forms, he has embraced combining works of craft sculptural objects with vessels. In grouping these objects together, he enjoys the possibility of chance, change, and movement. Themes from his upbringing on the coast of Southern California are woven through the work. The landscape, marked by deterioration, nautical architecture, native plants, and local wildlife, has an immense effect on his expression of culture, texture, and design. Marianne Chenard articulates her art practice around a site-specific approach to installation art, in which she attempts to illustrate the human perceptual relationship with nature while exhibiting attentiveness to natural environment agency. She questions a notion of responsibility or entanglement, permanence or ephemerality, perception or realism, and is sensitive to the issues of climate change and the pursuit of global environmental sustainability. Her artwork is materialized through performance, video, earth art, sounds, and installations. She earned a BFA at the Emily Carr University of Art and Design in Vancouver, Canada, and is currently a second-year MFA candidate in ceramic art at Alfred University, New York. She questions a notion of responsibility or entanglement, permanence or ephemerality, perception or realism, and is sensitive to the issues of climate change and the pursuit of global environmental sustainability. Her artwork is materialized through performance, video, earth art, sounds, and installations. Marianne articulates herself around interest in how our connection to the environment is shaped through our personal and collective memories. Her work reveals sensitivities to the notion of perception around system, place, memory, and absence, and is strongly influenced by an exploration of nature. Clay illustrates the gesture, at times disappearing or imprinting information. Exhibiting a strong contrast between fragility and permanence, she explores the indefinite line of what is imagined versus what is actually experienced, and the construction of memories. Emily O'Keefe Connell creates her work through ceramic slip painting processes, often encasing found objects. Connell earned her BFA in ceramics from Kansas City Art Institute and is a current ceramics MFA candidate at Ohio University in Athens, Ohio. Walking a line between both intellectual and spiritual extremes, Emily entombs organic materials such as paper or wood. She paints each individual piece in porcelain paper slip. Firing the work transforms it into a reliquary shell containing the ashes within. Inspired by the mystery of purpose and the loss of physicality in an age of information, the work is a symbol for both the human mind and body. Her process is the act of altering their dimensions through a gestural incantation, resulting in the reincarnation from the ashes. The excavations of these physical metaphors reveals a reflection of humanity. Lucas Easton is an MFA candidate at the New York State College of Ceramics at Alfred University in Alfred, New York. Born in the United States and raised in the states of Maine and Alaska, he earned his BFA in ceramics from the University of Alaska, Anchorage in 2017. Where he received an undergraduate research grant to complete his thesis work. The form and function of the ceramic vessel have been a catalyst for Lucas's work for many years. This exploration has culminated in a series of large wheel-thrown jars depicting confrontational imagery in which he explores complex and often disturbing social environmental topics. The narratives Lucas carves onto the surface of vessels range from current world events to deeply personal stories. The chaotic nature of this imagery is a reflection of the visual looping in his head as he attempts to grasp the complexity of the world. These large jars stand at human scale and evoke complex emotional responses. The elegant form and technical skill draw the viewer in, and the carved surface confronts them with images of extreme events. The vessels are both inviting and repelling. Rice Evans is a ceramic artist originally from the Midwest, and is a second-year MFA candidate at Virginia Commonwealth School of the Arts, VCU, in the clay area of the Craft Material Studies Department. Evans earned her BFA from New York State College of Ceramics at Alfred University in 2016. Her work is focused on deconstructing and examining the cultural power of memes and other forms of digital folk art. Working in both ceramics and video, Evans is remixing and reimagining the hierarchy applied to folk art with a loud humor and quiet subversion. Rice Evans' work is focused on deconstructing and examining the cultural power of memes and internet culture. Memes are seemingly trivial, but actually depict cultural structures and established social norms. Creating or posting memes is a valid cultural performance that contributes to the world's largest folk art archive. By participating in digital culture, we are breaking the institutionalized history of academics, deciding what folk culture is recorded and celebrated. Shauna Faley is a figurative ceramic sculptor. Faley earned her BFA from the University of Washington in 2017. She went on to study as a post-baccalaureate student in ceramics at Alfred University. Most recently, Fahey was a 2019 summer resident at the Archie Bray Foundation for the Ceramic Arts and is currently an MFA candidate in ceramics at Alfred University. Clay catalogs sensory information offered through an artist's hand. The memory that clay holds from the intuitive response of human contact is central to Shauna's process. The horse and the brick were both fundamental in the development of civilization. Her work embodies the intersection of the two. It is not her goal to illustrate the romantic or heroic image of the horse. Instead, she's reconfiguring what we can and cannot see and the ability to read and perceive an object. She seeks to restore power of how humans communicate and influence each other with their actions. In spending time with these objects, viewers are invited to transcend the static and investigate embodiment, change, ephemerality, and the gigantic. Rebecca Frantz was born in Los Angeles, California. She earned her BA in art with an emphasis in art history at Franklin and Marshall College in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Following graduation, she spent a semester as a prior degree student at the School of the Art Institute of Chicago before attending the San Francisco Art Institute for her MFA in Studio Art. Currently, she is attending the Cranbrook Academy of Art for her MFA in ceramics. Rebecca's work often emerges from her personal histories. Through the distortion of the figure and the highlighting of certain forms, she exposes the body's ability to express a narrative. Realism and abstraction intermingle, creating figurative work that verges on the surreal. It is her hope that the viewer's perceptions are shifted into a space that activates their bodily memories, thus bringing forth the effect the body has on memory and creating an opportunity for personal introspection. Art has been a passion of Celine Gobert's since she was young. These past 7 years, she decided to take time for herself and focus her artistic abilities on working with a medium that she immediately fell in love with. Working with clay takes her into a surreal and salutary realm. Previously, she used glazes and underglazes, but now is pursuing different types of finishing. She uses paint as one of the mediums to ensure that the detail is not lost within the piece. Being a student at the University of Tennessee at Knoxville has allotted Celine the ability to explore other mediums such as metalwork, oil painting, and woodwork. She likes her pieces to focus on social, political, and other current topics. Some of her artwork may have a disturbing appearance or message, or it may express a more comical look and feel. To have someone see your work and still be thinking about it after they leave the gallery, for good or bad, to Celine is a success. Emily Gomez is an internationally recognized emerging artist based in Lubbock, Texas. She is currently a senior in studio art at Texas Tech University with an emphasis in jewelry design and metalsmithing. In creating large-scale unconventional works, she explores ideas of sustainability in both the environment and in mental health, as well as sexuality and women's issues. Women across the globe have been steadily working to unravel social constructs of the 1950s housewife. Here we find ourselves emerging from the patriarchy and toxic masculinity responsible for the oppression of women. This 21st century woman is not to be set forth by the man, but empowered by women across the globe, so that gender role reversal and leveling is possible, and that we may explore our sexuality with or without being bound by marriage and domesticity. PJ Hargreaves is from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and proudly represents the MFA program at the University of Nebraska, Lincoln. PJ's studio practice is an overtly optimistic alternative to the pessimism that is present in many aspects of our culture, capturing simple joy and delight through the art of making. Using playful form language and intuitive mark making, he invents his own array of stylized plant life in the form of contained environments. His imagined scenes are a celebration of life's abundance and a celebration of ceramic processes, offering delight through optimistic symbols and lush ceramic surfaces. He hopes this work can be an opportunity to stimulate playful imagination and draw attention to the importance of finding moments of joy in our increasingly complicated daily lives. Danielle Hawk was born in Baltimore, Maryland. She is pursuing her MFA in Studio Arts from Towson University, where she also teaches introductory ceramics. Each component of Danielle's work is disassembled following a numeric pattern. Then it is reassembled using the same or reverse pattern. Some pieces are made from multiple components combined to make a single work. Others are made from a single component disassembled and reassembled alone. The numeric pattern used for each work varies and is decided immediately before disassembly begins. The product yielded is a direct result of the numeric pattern, not a predetermined idea. She's excited by the resulting subtle imperfections. For her, these moments are rebellion. Max Henderson is from Phoenix, Arizona, and is a graduate student from the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Maxwell feels human through making pots. Conviction in his self-worth reveals. Clay's response to touch offers ownership of control he never felt. It records his existence as a low-income minority. He feels kinship to the clay. It's ignored, literally walked on, assumed little inherent value. But clay has potential. It is dirt we walk on. It is also a pot that captures humanity's essence. His childhood poverty experience made him prioritize survival, and quality was absence. Through making, he experiences moments once inaccessible. Meg Houghton began her young career making mud pies in the iron-rich Alabama clay. Houghton is an MFA candidate at Southern Illinois University, where she is currently an instructor of intermediate ceramics. Meg works from a surplus of found and created objects that she believes operate together to form balanced compositions. Each object is manipulated to suit the needs of a piece. The transformative qualities, textures, and the small scale of the work provoke the viewer to confront the work in close proximity, creating an intimacy with the finer details. Through this body of work, Meg aims to create stark contrasts that cause the viewer to have instinctive reactions to each aspect of the piece. Gut reactions of each element should happen so quickly as to combine into an overall air of energy surrounding the work. Emily Irvin is an artist, researcher, performer, writer, and activist from Appalachia. These are some of the roles they inhabit to explore ceramic questions, observing their body in relation to the world in which it can touch through performative material explorations. Emily's work is a tremor. It is a reverberation of an initial event felt throughout a lifetime in the physical, emotional, and mental space of the body, in a family, and in community. Compared to the seismic wave of an earthquake, this tremor is a recurring reminder of its magnitude, as are the objects left in its wake. Freezing the kinetic often finds objects in precarious or acrobatic positions that push the bounds of fragility, on the verge of falling and breaking, but fossilized in the moment before. Nicholas Kakavas is currently a second-year graduate student at Georgia State University in Atlanta, focusing on large-scale ceramic sculpture. He grew up in the suburbs of Chicago, but has spent most of his life in Montana, where he completed his BFA in sculpture at the University of Montana. Nick makes objects to become the physical manifestation of questions into male beauty. Manipulating the past and present, he connects the ideal to the reality of self, laying the framework for organizing and validating his inordinate thoughts. Mina Kim is from South Korea, where she earned her BFA at Ewha Women's University. She is currently living in the United States, pursuing an MFA at the University of Arkansas. Kim's practice is based on the transnational feminist perspective, tackling boundaries of perception and limitation of the language from her own personal awareness and experience. Ceramic and sound are tactile and visceral materials she uses to question the internalized memory, culture, and system through spatial installation. In her work, Mina explores the internalized memory and responses regarding the construction of sociopolitical identities. Creating a humane, organic, and vulnerable form is to create the personal and intimate gesture, but also is the intention for blurring the word-building system and revealing the failure of language as a system. Jordan Kramer was born and raised in Charlotte, North Carolina. She attended a magnet art school in Charlotte, where she was first introduced to ceramics. Her exploration into the medium continued when she took an Introduction to Ceramics course at Queen's University of Charlotte. It was through those courses that she was introduced to wood firing and the alluring qualities of atmospheric firings. Last year, she completed her BA in Arts Leadership and Administration, in which she completed a thesis on the Stonewall riots and their place in history as a turning point for queer visualization in museum and gallery representation. She is currently working towards completing her BA in Studio Art, where her focus is in sculptural ceramics. Topology is the study of spatial relationships of planes within geometric shapes. Without cutting the surface of a shape or adding any holes, there is a continual change without the inflection of violence. Anna Cruz is currently an MFA candidate at State University of New York in New Paltz. She earned a BA with honors in psychology and studio art from the College of Wooster. In 2018, she moved to Oregon to complete a post-baccalaureate program at the Oregon College of Art and Craft with a concentration in ceramics. Originally from Columbus, Ohio, she grew up an only child, spending most of her time outdoors in the garden. This impacts her work today as she creates sculptural pieces examining interactions with one another and the world. Ceramic objects stimulate our senses, interpersonal relationships that define our lives, and the notion of reverie. Experience is subjective and incomplete. One can never see the back of an apple, but it is agreed that it exists. The objects Anna creates draw upon these realizations and intervene in the usual modes of interacting by obscuring and interrupting the senses relied upon for our perception. Claire Lenahan is from Pinehurst, North Carolina. She earned her BFA in studio art from Appalachian State University and is currently a candidate for an MFA in ceramics at the University of Florida. The objects Claire makes disrupt the extension of bodies into space, causing disorientation. She's inspired by functional tableware we use every day and uses clay to make them and change their expected design to challenge the user. This transformation subverts the original object. These utilitarian tablewares are conventional to Western domesticity, designed to look perfect, function flawlessly, and are mass-produced by molds that spit out replicas. Claire queers this process in her work. She alters visual elements and form to imply deviation from the norm. Using porcelain refers not only to commercial wares, but to the vulnerable, delicate, and precarious queer experience in a heteronormative society. Sean Lofton is a ceramic artist from Jacksonville, Florida. He currently resides in Columbia, Missouri, where he is working towards his MFA degree. Sean is driven by a strong interest in architecture, design, and history. Most recently, his work is focused on the re-articulation of extant architectural embellishments through technological intermediaries. He investigates the decorative embellishments of buildings from our past and looks for ways to produce usable subunits from them. Through deconstruction, a high degree of modularity is developed in otherwise rigid design structures. By utilizing this newfound flexibility, he is able to use the subunits to create new sculptural objects that echo the original style while maintaining their own unique aesthetic characteristics. Jennifer Massley is an artist born and raised in Central Texas and currently resides in Northeast Ohio. She earned her BFA from Texas State University and is expected to earn her MFA in the spring of 2021. Through Some Homebody, Jennifer explores the aesthetics of the home while also materially and metaphorically depicting the body. The porcelain form was constructed out of hand-stitched foam sourced from a discarded sofa and slipcast. The porcelain exposes the texture of the material, relating the folds, wrinkles, and cracks to flesh or the body at rest. Wire used to suspend the limp form was left to melt, becoming scars and reminders of its past. Mackenzie McDonald is a ceramic artist currently residing in Alfred, New York. She's a fourth-year undergraduate student at Alfred University, where she will graduate in 2022 with a BFA and a minor in art history. Rooted in function and the rich history of the vessel, Mackenzie utilizes kitsch themes and camp aesthetic in her work. She employs the subversive power of decorative arts to make tongue-in-cheek commentary on consumerism and outdated societal notions of femininity. Her work evokes a playful sense of nostalgia, and she aims to leave the viewer smiling. William Mueller is currently an MFA candidate at Ball State University. He earned his BFA and BA at the University of North Florida, concentrating in ceramics and advertising. The work done during his studies in advertising has influenced the interest in how the computer can serve as a tool towards making. Using this tool, it opens the door to various machinery that can aid in the process of creating. Communicating emotions and thoughts is vital to stability. A sharing of experiences helps bond people together. There is bonding in similar trauma, as well as shared joy from positive encounters. The more conversation and experiences we have with a person, the closer we are together. Matthew O'Reilly is an artist and educator, currently based in Calgary, where he earned his MFA in ceramics from the Alberta University of the Arts. O'Reilly has strong roots in northwestern and southern Ontario. He is best known for his figurative ceramic practice, which ranges from delicate figurines to monumental public statuary. Working between ceramics and sculpture, Matthew's studio practice uses the sculpted figure as a launching pad for the conversation about the human condition. He is particularly concerned with subverting sculptural embodiments of masculinity, whiteness, and power structures. He employs the grotesque in his armory of satire in order to rupture the boundaries of what we know. He does this by dissecting the body into distorted fragments that come back together to solicit curiosity and repulsion. Sun Young Park was born in Masan, Korea. She explores the spaces between imagination and reality. Her visual language is represented by the use of diverse materials as she explores contrasting surfaces with an emphasis in ceramics and fabrics. Park was resident artist at Clay Art Gimhae Museum in the Ceramic Creative Center in 2017 and is currently an MFA candidate at Southern Illinois University in Carbondale. Sun Young's work exists as three-dimensional expressions of thoughts and language in relation to experiences. She's attracted to the relationship between contrasting elements, the opposition of warm and cold, death and life, east and west, and disgust and beauty create awkward imaginings that are difficult to explain with words. She enjoys playing with all these different materials and, by installing them at the same place, creating contrast. Ian Pemberton is a black, mixed media artist from Louisville, Kentucky. A lifelong artist, Pemberton discovered the chimeric quality of clay in college, which led him to graduating from the University of Louisville in 2016 with a BFA in ceramics. His current works are concerned with the psychology of identity and the rituals of art making, the ever-changing landscape of pop culture, and the narrative of cultural exchange. Consider these photographs ceramic work. The brick is the focal point, aligned with the environment, juxtaposed against the surrounding line. A square of bricks mimics a process often used in the creation of graffiti to create a quick and recognizable connection between the viewer's predetermined association with a particular word and/or symbol. Dina Perlasca is a Mexican-American artist from the Paso del Norte region, where she grew up on the border of Mexico and the United States, spending equal parts of her life in Juarez, Mexico, and El Paso, Texas. She earned her BFA in ceramics and metalsmithing at the University of Texas at El Paso in 2018. Perlasca works in ceramics and domestic materials, informed by her Mexican upbringing and borderland cultures. Dina's work and research consists of handmade and 3D printed ceramics, colorful textiles, metals, wood, rich pigments, plants, and photography. It is abstract, raw, yet delicate. Most pieces are, in one way or the other, arrangements of domestic objects, architectural ideas, and social patterns, filtered through the reconciliation of her inner dialogue and the world that exists outside of her. Luciano Pimienta is currently pursuing his MFA at San Diego State University in San Diego, California, the unceded land of the Kumeyaay. Pimienta grew up in Rosemead, California, and earned his BFA from Alfred University after transferring from East Los Angeles College. In his work, he explores the space found in the in-between cultures and the rich complexity of what it means to be American. He is interested in the ephemeral and uses a variety of media outside of ceramics to explore his ideas. In his work, Luciano explores dualities and the space found in the in-between. He is interested in the ephemeral, the natural world, and the seemingly permanent aspects of history. Gina Pisto is a ceramic artist currently pursuing her MFA in ceramics at Ohio University in Athens, Ohio. She completed a post-baccalaureate in ceramics at Virginia Commonwealth University in 2018 and earned her BFA in studio art with an emphasis in ceramics from Grand Valley State University in 2016. In her current work, Pisto explores loss, memory, mourning, and permanence. Through this work, Gina ruminates on the effects of time on memory, on the process of remembering itself. She is thinking of how, through recollection, we oscillate between past and present, moving through space in between. This meditation is a result of the search for meaning, an action or act meant to make sense of the past, a longing for before. Logan Reynolds completed his BFA at the University of Colorado Boulder in 2017 and is currently an MFA candidate with the ceramics department at Ohio University in Athens. He works with figurative ceramic objects and narrative sound elements to construct situations that encourage his investigation of bygone domestic spaces. His figures are rendered in distorted and exaggerated ways to mirror the fogginess of memory. Through figurative sculpture, he wants to create stories that are profoundly familiar and relatable. Drawing from personal experiences provides the material for his work, which serves to commemorate the individual. Logan's begun to see these figures as static puppets. Through this work, he investigates how deeply one can dig into a story from a single frame of reference. Lila Shepard earned her BFA from the University of Texas at Tyler. She and her husband Jamin, a fellow ceramic artist, recently moved to Iowa City, Iowa to attend the University of Iowa for their MFA degrees. Shepard is an interdisciplinary artist working in ceramic sculpture, textiles, and painting. She explores her experience of human existence surrounding relationships and identity and is influenced by her love of color, pattern, and form. Erin Smith is a multidisciplinary artist with a focus in ceramics. She currently investigates the translation of form through process, specifically within the realm of utilizing digital technologies in craft. Smith was born and raised in St. Paul, Minnesota, and calls Minneapolis home. In 2003, she earned her BFA in product design from Parsons School of Design in New York and is currently a second-year graduate student at Alfred University. As a multidisciplinary artist with a focus in clay, Erin Smith's practice relies heavily on process and exploration through toolmaking and material play. In her current body of work, she explores the relationship between the digital and the physical realms. Are there moments when the two worlds meet? And if so, how can those moments be represented both physically and digitally? Joe Welch is a ceramic sculptural artist from Tiverton, Rhode Island. He has earned an AFA from the Community College of Rhode Island, BFA in Artisanry Ceramics from the University of Massachusetts, Dartmouth, and is currently a post-baccalaureate candidate there. Joe shows the range of human emotions and social interactions that dissolve communication between people. As an allegory to dysfunctioning communication, he employs experimental clay bodies and building techniques that are designed to fail at some point in the making. Only when we see a breakdown in communication can we initiate a dialogue to build closer connections to each other. The juxtaposition of structure and chaos are a metaphor for the internal and external forces that determine how we interact between people. Failure is not only welcomed, but required to move forward, and in iteration there is growth. Mary Wilhelm is currently a 2021 MFA graduate candidate at Illinois State University. Wilhelm earned a BA in 2018 from the University of St. Francis in Fort Wayne, Indiana. After experiencing the loss of her mother, Wilhelm's work has been deeply influenced by her own personal memories as they are replayed through objects, family videos, family photos, and the collective memories shared with past and present relationships. She's interested in the nature of place and our human ability to project agencies onto the objects we live with. A common exploration in her work is how a reverence towards a mundane object can change after a loss, shifting from an object of minor significance to an object of larger meaning or memorial. Hee-Ju Yang creates ceramic sculpture, video, sound, and installation, exploring a sense of time, space, and emotional expression. Through the abstract objects that accumulate, flow, and pile, she makes things that have stories, countable or uncountable, empty or full. Yang considers how she can arouse curiosity and tell stories to the audience by visualizing what is invisible. Yang is interested in the relationship between I and objects in space. She makes objects that capture thoughts, emotions, and memories. Every trace left on the surface is a daily record like language. The sculpture is a body, and a container is an accumulation of history and personal experiences. All traces and oozing clay are metaphorical expressions between herself and the objects.
The third place Graduate Award for Excellence awardee is Matthew Becker, a graduate student at Rhode Island School of Design. The second place awardee is Nick Kakavas, a graduate student at Georgia State University. And the first place award goes to Matthew O'Reilly, a graduate student at Alberta University of the Arts.
And I'm going to be announcing the NCECA Undergraduate Award for Excellence. In third place, we have Mackenzie McDonald, an undergraduate from Alfred University. In second place, we have Faith Bellflower, an undergraduate from Stetson University. And in first place, we have Celine Gobert, an undergraduate from the University of Tennessee at Knoxville. The KBH Merit Award goes to Luciano Pimienta from San Diego State University.
The Elmer Craig Merit Award goes to Gina Pisto of Ohio University.
And Mud Tools Merit Award goes to Jordan Kramer of Queen's University of Charlotte.
Hi, I'm Jessica Detweiler, Director of Studio Potter. We're pleased to announce 3 winners for our Studio Potter Merit Award. Each winner receives a 1-year membership to Studio Potter and the opportunity to write an essay for Studio Potter Online. Our winners for the 2021 Studio Potter Merit Award are Shauna Faley, Emily Irving, and Logan Reynolds. Congratulations.
Hello everyone, I'm Eliza Weber, one of the 2 student directors at large for NCECA. I've recently finished my MFA from Arizona State University. Big congratulations to each of you for being selected for the National Jury Student Exhibition this year, and many thanks to our jurors Jessica and Malcolm and Aaron at DAAP Galleries through the University of Cincinnati for hosting this exhibition. Take care everyone.
Hi, my name is Michelle Castro and I'm the student director at large for the 2020-2022 cycle. I'm currently an MFA candidate at Florida State University, and right now I'd like to thank Malcolm and Jessica for taking the time out to judge this year's exhibition.